Alonzo Mourning?
No, this guy next to us. Show him your game face.
Alonzo had a good game face, too.
Stop it. You look at this guy's game. Look at this guy's game face. Show him.
Let me see your game face.
You know, I lost it. I can't do it
Let me see your game face. That is frightening.
Oh, wait.
That's not a game look. That's your game book look. I can't do it anymore.
Here's a guy with no game face, Kevin Harlan.
Alonzo Mourning.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of
We're broadcasting from Chicago as the Bulls get ready to take the hardwood here at the United Center. Atlanta right now in the middle of a road trip. They're in 5th place in the East, a team to be reckoned with for sure.
And right now for the Hawks, they've remained right there kind of in the middle of the playoff race, but we're so used to seeing this team be at the top of the heap. They have to be a little bit disappointed.
Yeah, I'm sure they are, but the important thing for them is simply to get in, because at that point, they're contenders.
All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. On the court for Atlanta, Millsap at power forward with Horford at the center. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Kyle Korver. And it's Cephalosha in at the 3, the small forward. So the Chicago Bulls able to put up the first points on the board. Hawks passing it around. 5 to shoot. Here's Millsap. 11 feet out and he hits it.
Assist from
Yeah, and Al Horford really has become one of those elite two-way big men. And that's very rare. You look at most bigs in the NBA, they excel at either one end or the other, but this is one of those guys that does it all.
Here's Schroeder following the score by Derrick Rose. They set the screen. Millsap a screen. Korver gets a wide open look. Good on the three-point shot.
Well, I like how Paul Millsap used his body to get into the defender there.
And a chance now to go over to Doris Burke, who had a chance to talk with head coach Mike Budenholzer.
He said that their defensive focus, no surprise, will be trying to keep Derrick Rose out of the lane. He added, "You know he's come a long way as an outside shooter, but he's a pick-your-poison type of player. We can't let him get into the paint." Makes sense, Kevin.
Always great to hear from you, Doris. Another shot. Horford with the bucket, getting it done inside.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
Chandler kicks to Gasol. Now the pass to Portis. The kick out to Rose. Another shot. Again, Chicago.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Millsap a screen. Schroeder kicks to Millsap. Outside Korver. Outside Millsap. Lets the 3 fly. Chicago grabs the miss. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
And if you look at the numbers, guys, I mean, what jumps out at you is the balance they had offensively.
Very satisfying road win, because you're right. There was tremendous balance displayed. I mean, the crowd was basically stunned at how they were able to dismantle that defense.
Here's Butler. Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession. Let's bring out the 2K leaderboard to see the best up-tempo teams in the league. Number 1, the Bulls.
You really got to admire their conditioning. I mean, it takes a major commitment to play that fast-breaking style, and they are all in.
For Atlanta, they've gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Passes to Korver. The feed to Millsap. Banked in off the glass. Well, Clark, we've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
Yeah, we sure have. I mean, it's been a bit of a windshield wiper game. I mean, back and forth, the lead has gone 5 times, so no one in clear control yet.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Make it 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right,
Yeah,
Kevin?
that's right. You got it. And he was ultra safe with that dunk.
No reason not to be.
And guys, as he should be, remove all doubt on that attack.
Atlanta with the ball after the Bulls pick up 2. Inside. Score the basket is third after 5 shots.
Boy, I tell you, last season was a big one for the Hawks and Coach Budenholzer. Their dominant season won him multiple Coach of the Month titles, and eventually he won the Coach of the Year award.
Gasol, and that's a foul. It's called entomocephalosha. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
Gasol passes to Chandler. Rose goes in. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Rose has got 6 points. It was pretty obvious, I thought, Greg, that Budenholzer was the deserved coach of the year. I mean, Steve Kerr, there are a lot of good names you could put in there. But what he's done taking the Hawks to the top of the East, a few saw that coming.
I agree with you. I mean, he has transformed this Hawks team over the past couple of years, has a wonderful team game. And, you know, obviously a lot of influence coming with San Antonio, but he is really, I think, redefining how the game of basketball is being played at the pro level.
Now here's Rose, following the miss by Paul Millsap. Portis, the pass to Chandler. There's the 3. That drops. Chandler's got his second basket.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks. This game coming after a loss against the Pistons.
And on an ordinary night, guys, I think they would have come out on top. That's just how well they played, but they happened to catch an opposing team at the very top of their game.
I'd venture to guess, Greg, that if that game was played in their building instead of on the road, they win it.
The Bulls making a switch here. Thompson's checked in. Now here's Schroeder. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. To the paint, here's Rose, rejected by Millsap. Teague drives in. Outside for Millsap. Pass to Bazemore. Rebound by Butler.
Boy, he really bungled that finish.
Portis, the pass to Chandler. And it's Rose, this time the assist by Chandler. That's now 8 points for Derrick Rose.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Here's Bazemore. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. Teague dishes to Horford. Clock at 4. Shot to stop the run. And too long on the shot.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Teague with a clean look. It's all in by the Bulls. They beat the Hawks during their last encounter in Atlanta.
Yeah, a dominant win for them their last time in this matchup. And what jumps off the stat page was their advantage on the boards.
Yeah, they were overpowering it inside, and you've really got to like their chances, Greg, if they can replicate that tonight.
Horford. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
And Horford, guys, is so dangerous in that pick and roll because he's athletic enough to roll to the rim and finish in traffic, but he can also pick and pop for the mid-range jumper. Puts a lot of pressure on opposing defenses.
Some changes for Chicago. Mirotic comes in for Portis, and Harris subbed in for Wilson Chandler. Kufis checked in for the Hawks. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Dennis Schroeder. Rose attacking. Pass to Thompson. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. And you think about Horford and the pick and roll, and, Greg was talking about this. Clark, he's a very good passer, too.
And because of that, they can space the floor effectively with him because he can make good decisions with the ball. Even when he posts up, he's looking to pass. And they love those catch-and-shoot jumpers, do the Hawks, and he's a good passer to those shooters.
And one thing about Tristan Thompson, he is an absolute terror on the offensive glass. Was top 5 in that category last year, despite playing less than 27 minutes a game. Does a terrific job with anticipation of the carom and uses his gigantic wingspan to just go up and reel it in. Terrific motor and nose for the glass.
Now here's Teague, who's coming off a 13-point game against Detroit. Here's Bazemore, up and in from the low block. And here is Moore. There's 1:54 left to play here in the first. Greg, you were talking about Tristan Thompson. LeBron came out and said he's one of the best pick-and-roll defenders in the NBA. And Clark, that's high praise from the King.
No doubt. I mean, Thompson is an emerging force. If he could just develop his shooting stroke a little more, then you're talking about a very, very valuable player.
Good point. And Teague, here we go.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the boards.
And even this early, that's a good omen for the rest of the game. And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Now here's Teague. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. They get it back. Here's Koufos. Buries it down low.
Guys, he's actually indefatigable. He never gives in, never gives up on a play, and that's what it takes to be a great offensive rebounder. You've got to be relentless.
No good from Moore.
Not too much congestion in the lane. I think he could have gotten a better shot that time, no question.
And Hardaway gets it to go.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And, Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
Now here's Butler. Really played well against Orlando in his last outing. Here's Moore. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. 34 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. T kicks to Scott. They set the pick. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Hardaway, that's a 2-pointer. And again, it's Atlanta. 19 seconds left here in the opening quarter. And Moore kicks to Mirotic. He feeds it to Thompson. On the wing, Harris launches it. Can't hit. T. Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. It's the Bulls. They're up by 3. From the United Center in Chicago. Back in a moment. Buenas noches, basketball fans. It's Latin night here on 2K Sports. And you might have noticed the custom jerseys worn by the players. And guys, what's your take on the Bulls so far?
They come out the gates here strong and put together just a solid first quarter.
A ton of good looks for him, Greg, on offense, and it's quality shots they're getting.
The Hawks trail by 3. This is how the floor looks for the Hawks starting the second quarter. Cephalosha is out there with Paul Millsap. Then there's Kyle Korver. Then there's Kufus.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
The lead changes hands once more. There has been no separation between these two teams.
You know, it's made for one heck of an entertaining game. Even when it hasn't been the best basketball being played, it sure has been fun to watch.
Al Horford, he's checked in for the Hawks. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Chicago?
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
Another thing they've been doing so far tonight is knocking down the jump shot.
Now here's Schroeder. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Goes up to the stripe. Horford, no luck. The Bulls leading by 3. Mirotic, the pass to Portis. Rose attacking. The shot no good. And Atlanta will go the other way with it. Schroeder kicks to Korver. Launches a 3. Gasol with the rebound. Gasol's got his 4th rebound in this one. Harris outside. The 3. They grab their own miss. The Hawks trail by 3. Right side Korver. The baseline J. Korver missing again.
High quality shot. Just a little off there with the release.
And Greg, that has him S-H-H-E, shaking his head. Tough miss that time.
Clark. Now here's Rose. Kyle Korver missing his last shot. Shot clock at 3. Shoots from the corner. Rose, no good. Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Derrick Rose has certainly piled up the awards for such a young player, starting with Rookie of the Year, with 111 first-place votes to only 5 for the runner-up. We know about his MVP, and that just shines out so brightly for him.
And how about he and Michael Jordan, the only MVPs in Chicago Bulls history.
And it's Harris off the drive. Good work defensively by Horford. The Hawks have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Millsap a screen on Mirotic. Schroeder passes to Horford, and he misses the go-ahead basket.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Korver dishes to Cephalosha. Outside Korver. Kicks to Millsap. To the wing on the left. Tries from 10. Rebound by the Bulls. Down low. Here's Mirotic.
A moment here to see the numbers for Al Horford. He's averaging 11 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. And every team needs a good backup big to spell the starters, and that's what he brings to the table.
Well, he realizes his role. I mean, rebounding, setting screens, protecting the rim. Anything else is a bonus.
And the first one at the line is good. Nikola Mirotic, drafted as a late first-rounder, Clark, back in 2011. The Spanish star finally made his rookie debut in the NBA last season, and it was worth the wait.
It sure was, Kevin. I mean, once he started to get consistent PT, I mean, he was remarkable. Can run like the wind for a big guy, not that strong, but more aggressive than you'd think. Well, as far as the league's big men go, he's one of the very best at the foul line.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something. You're right.
And did not seem happy about how things are going on right now, and maybe wants to make some changes.
I agree. I mean, just was not comfortable with the way things were set up at that particular time. And in that case, I think it's the right thing to do.
That was Jordan. Love the Bulls. Give them a hand. Come on, Chicago. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Rejected by Gasol. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Gasol. Here's Schroeder. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. And it's Korver off the drive.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see. You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
And back to Mirotic last season, per 36 minutes, he averaged 18 points, 9 rebounds. He was also a tremendous foul shooter for a rookie big and made the all-rookie first team, was second in Rookie of the Year voting. I mean, what more could you ask for?
Here's Chandler. Rebound, Atlanta. Now here's Schroeder. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Korver cans the shot with nobody near him. Korver's got 8 points.
And, you know, for Mirotic, his value extends to the defensive end as well. He did a surprisingly good job of racking up blocks and steals last season. You have to believe that if he improves his power and consistency, an all-star nod isn't so far off.
And the foul called on Paul Millsap. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second personal foul. If he gets another, it probably puts him on the bench for the rest of the first half.
Chicago making some changes. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Mirotic. And it's Jimmy Butler coming in for Gary Harris. Rose attacking, and he gets it to go. He's got 14.
Excellent communication on the inbound play there, guys. He got in a good position, and the pass was as it needed to be, on time and on target.
Horford with a screen on Chandler. Schroeder off target with his 3.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Gasol kicks to Thompson. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. Now it's a 7-point Bulls lead.
That's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effectively.
You just cannot allow the offense to have that quality of a look each and every possession.
Rose kicks to Gasol. And he converts the layup. Gasol's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores. Great team play.
Now here's Schroeder looking for his first basket still in this one. Here's Millsap in Atlanta again with the bucket. The Bulls leading by 5. Here's Rose. Again, Chicago.
And he's had an excellent performance overall from the field.
Atlanta's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Now here's Schroeder. Tight defense on him. In the corner, Cephalosha with it. Buries the long-range jumper. Cephalosha's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And the first timeout of the game called for Chicago.
And Dennis Schroeder has drawn some comparisons to Rajon Rondo. Long arms, very quick and athletic. He's awfully tough to keep in front of you, but he's also a guy that can knock down a mid-range jump shot.
Morris checked in for Pau Gasol. Now here's Chandler. He had 13 points in the win against the Magic in Orlando.
And don't forget about his playmaking in that game either. I mean, he did a great job of attacking the D and creating opportunities for both himself and his teammates.
Now Teague, following the 3-point attempt by Derrick Rose. They set the pass to Scott. Can't capitalize on the good screen. The Bulls leading by 4. Butler dishes to Rose. Count the bucket. Rose has got 8 here in the quarter.
These defenders look overmatched right now, especially inside.
Well, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points from close range. So I'd have to agree with you, partner.
Good.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the 3-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
Thompson outside. On the wing, Chandler. Defended by Scott. The dish to Butler. Feeds it to Thompson. And stolen by Koufos. Now the Hawks moving it the other way, and then Hardaway with the dunk.
Great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and trigger the fast break.
And now just a one-possession game thanks to that quick hitter. Outstanding play in the open court.
It's stolen by Teague. He kicks to Scott. And good. He got the English that time as it falls. Scott's got the lead up to 1 now for Atlanta. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Hawks.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard. Playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight. And that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
Atlanta's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Kufis to Bazemore. Hardaway against Moore. Right wing. Teague's got space. Chicago grabs the miss. Thompson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And it's Rose. This time the assist by Chandler. Chandler's got his 4th assist in this one. And Bazemore kicks to Scott. His three-pointer's off the mark. Chicago leading by 3. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Shot from the top of the key. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. 22 points for Derrick Rose.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Here's Moore. Great D that time from Hardaway.
Oh, that's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
Yeah, at this level, you got to make that shot. It's plain and simple. You got to knock that one down.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Bulls lead by 5. From the United Center in Chicago, back in a moment.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Ernie Johnson along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. An outstanding first quarter for Derrick Rose. He ended up with 22 points, 6 assists, and 1 steal. And Kenny, what did you think about what you saw from Chicago?
Well, they committed to pounding the ball inside, and they were rewarded for it. Points in the paint. Those kept the defense honest because teams have gotten really good at running the three-point shooters off the line, so getting it inside was a good attack in the first half.
And over to the big fella, your thoughts on the Hawks?
Well, how about that contribution they got from the bench? Nice. Those are some much-needed points, and it keeps them right in the game. I would be surprised to see him dig a little deeper into that bench. Some games you just got to go with the lineups that are working and just improvise, Ernie.
So that does it for us. Hope you enjoyed our halftime show. Now we take you back to Kevin Harlan for the second half call.
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now.
Excellent game we've seen from Derrick Rose. 22 points and 6 assists.
He's just been impossible to contain. He's been unreal in this game.
Utterly fantastic is how I would categorize that performance, Greg.
Rose is the 1 with Butler as the 2. Portis is out there with Wilson Chandler, and it's Gasol in at the 5 spot. And that's the group for Fred Hoiberg as we begin the second half. And so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here. Here's Schroeder. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Shot clock at 5. The 3 from Sefolosha. Shot's good. Sefolosha's got the first bucket of the third here for the Hawks.
I'm not sure that was the play they had set up, but it was too good a look to pass up.
And Gasol, here we go, uses both hands to slam it down.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run, don't you think? Clark to the hoop for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it.
Korver kicks to Millsap. Got it. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor.
Great way to start the half. Easy layup against some soft D.
Dishes it to Chandler. No one near him. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Chandler's got 9 points.
And really, he's just done a great job of finding the open man every trip down.
Boy, it sure seemed as though he's done it every time. It's been an awesome display of passing for him today.
And so here is Chicago. Kyle Korver missing his last shot.
Nice pass there to set that bucket up.
And that's 10 of their last 12 points that have come off assists.
Schroeder kicks to Korver. He dishes it to Horford. Gasol with the steal. In transition, here come the Bulls. Chandler, no good.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Korver passes to Schroeder. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. The pass to Horford. The feed to Korver. The 3 from Sefolosha. Shot is no good. Chicago leading by 6. Portis, the pass to Butler. He feeds it to Chandler. Kicks to Gasol. Millsap with the steal. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. On target from 13 feet. Millsap's got 4 points now in the quarter. The Bulls have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half.
And Paul Millsap, guys, the only player to lead the NCAA in rebounding 3 straight seasons back in college. A former second-round pick, was kind of slept on, but now clearly making his mark in the NBA.
Outside Rose, lets it go from deep. Can't get it to go. The Hawks trail by 4. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Schroeder kicks to Horford. That's good. Horford's got 7. Greg, you were talking about Millsap's ferocious rebounding. He battles inside, but Clark, he is so skilled.
Yeah, he's just really a good all-around basketball player. He can pass, handle, step out, and hit the 3. Very, very versatile. He makes an impact on the game a lot of ways.
Mirotic is checked in for Chicago. Gary Harris comes in for Derrick Rose. Chicago's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Passes it to Portis. Millsap with the steal. Mirotic brings the double team. And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession.
And a moment to see numbers for Butler. Averaging 17 points per game, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. And just look at those scoring totals. He's been doing what he does best, putting points on the board.
Absolutely. I mean, he has those real natural scoring instincts. The ability to find creases in the defense, just fantastic.
Now, here is Mirotic. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. So many people overlook Pau Gasol prior to last season, seem to think that Clark, he was past his prime.
Well, he was a starter in the All-Star game and a huge reason the Bulls played as well as they did. It was a big season for him. A lot of GMs shaking their head for not going harder after him.
You know, and with Pau Gasol, it was weird to think that the Lakers were just so ready to let him go and move on. And with the skill set that Pau has and the year he had, there's no telling how long he can play at a high level. Again, one of those guys that never been reliant on the athletic ability to have an impact.
Gasol hits them both.
Pau Gasol was the number 3 pick back in 2001. He managed to average 18 and 9 his first season, was Rookie of the Year, became a perennial All-Star. There's no way his younger brother Mark, who was a second-round pick, could ever match up to that, right? Not so fast, people. Mark's pretty good, too.
The Hawks trail by 4. Here is Korver. 8 points for him. Millsap a screen on Mirotic. Now here's Schroeder, guarded by Harris. 6 to shoot. Sefolosha. That's short off the rim. Talking about Pau and Brother Mark, both of them were excellent last season. The difference is that Pau has always been considered a great prospect, so detractors are much harder on him when they see cracks, I think, Greg, in his game.
Yeah, you know, for Marc Gasol, it can only exceed expectations because they started out so low. I'd simply say that if I had to pick between one or the other for best career, I'd do everything I could to pick both.
Good way to get out of it. Good answer. And so Butler nails both of them.
Can you believe the job they're doing at the foul line since halftime? I mean, they've been perfect so far.
Yeah, as cool as can be, Clark. Great focus and efficiency. That's how they built this lead.
Great open look there. 19 points for Paul Millsap.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
Here's Schroeder. Chicago grabs the miss. Gasol's got 7 rebounds in the game. Butler attacking. No good. Good work defensively by Horford. The Hawks trail by 3. Korver kicks to Millsap. Hawks passing it around. Pass to Schroeder. Pass to Horford. That's good. Horford's got 4 points in the quarter.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
Just no resistance on the interior.
Here's Portis. There's the dish to Mirotic. Gasol kicks to Mirotic. Gasol passes to Mirotic. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. Gasol's got 3 assists tonight.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spots. You don't always throw it to you. He needs to be.
Now here's Schroeder. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. He wants to get the Millsap and does. Here's Horford, and there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
Despite the troubles he had in the first half, he stayed composed and focused, and now he's getting it going.
Gasol kicks to Harris. Now here is Mirotic. He's guarded closely. And Harris gets it to go on the assist by Gasol. Gasol's got 4 assists now tonight. The Hawks trail by 3. Right side Korver. And Mirotic sends it back. They get it back, and that one's good. Millsap.
Impeccable mechanics this quarter. He's been perfect from the field.
The pass to Portis. Feeds to Gasol. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Bulls.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
The Bulls have gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. Passes it to Portis. Back to Harris. Now here is Mirotic, covered by Sefolosha. Here's Portis. Misses the 3.
Outstanding perimeter defense there. That was a well-contested shot.
Yeah, and you know he takes a lot of pride in his defense. There are no easy threes if he's on you.
Some changes for Chicago. Tristan Thompson comes in for Pau Gasol. And Moore subbed in for Jimmy Butler. There's the pick. Scott dishes to T. For the lead. Second shot opportunity, and the layup is up and in. Koufos has got the lead up to 1 now for the Hawks. And Clark, a great competitive game so far.
Yeah, tit for tat. I mean, back and forth, plenty of lead changes and excellent play.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
Now here's Teague following the shot by Tristan Thompson. Bazemore inside the three-point line. It's hauled in by Harris. Chicago has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Atlanta's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Teague drives in. Here's Scott. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys. But as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much. They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
Here's Bazemore. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Yes! And the foul. It's going to go on Tristan Thompson.
How about the concentration? He gets hit, but stays with the play and gets the finish.
Innovation and improvisation right there, Greg. Finding a way to get that shot to fall after taking the contact.
Some changes for Chicago. Wilson Chandler's checked in for Portis, and it's Rose in for Harris. The Hawks have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line. Chicago trailing here. Dishes at Mirotic. Fires the 3. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. And it's 7 points for Nikola Mirotic. Teague up top. He's covered by Rose. A nice shot by Teague. And the Hawks lead by 1.
Boy, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip. They've got a battle inside.
This game has been a battle, and maybe they're starting to just run out of gas a little bit.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. It's Atlanta leading by just 1. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And we're set to start the action up here in the 4th quarter. And if it's anything like the first 3, we should be in for a treat. Well, the Bulls shooting it very well tonight, around 57%. And so in the game for the Hawks, they've got Kent Bazemore. Koufos out there with Scott. Then there's Hardaway. And it's Teague in at the point guard position. Ball's knocked loose. Hardaway with the steal. And the slam dunk by Bazemore.
Just a great battle these two teams are waging here today.
Boy, it sure is, and I'm getting the sense that this game could end up being decided by just 1 or 2 plays down the stretch.
Teague against Rose. Moore outside, and it's Mirotic at the elbow. Off the mark from 16 feet out. The Hawks leading by 3. To the right side. A clear look for Hardaway. Off the left rim and out.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
And it's Rose penetrating. And yes, sir, that one drops. Rose has got 26. Atlanta calls timeout. And at this point of the game, getting a break here, important for the teams to regroup. And for the players, this is where you have a chance to get rehydrated with Gatorade. Get ready to play strong to finish off the game. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Yes, guys, Mike Budenholzer had some words for his team. He told them, this is it, fellas. Let's hit them right out of this timeout. Put some pressure on them. Show them how much you want it. Let's go get it. Guys, he's really exhorting them to give them a burst of energy.
The 3 from Korver, and that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. Teague's got his 4th assist in this one.
Defensively, they can't afford to back off of him that much. You don't want to be giving up easy threes, especially at this stage of the game.
Back to Rose. He kicks it to Thompson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Gasol. Rebounded by the Hawks.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
Here's Millsap, and Thompson sends it back. Rose against T. On the wing, Thompson. There's the triple. Rebound, Atlanta. Horford's got 5 rebounds tonight. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. It's on Jimmy Butler. Last year, a good one for Jeff Teague, Clark. He was a first-time All-Star in this league.
He's a pick-and-roll technician, so good in reading the defense as he operates from that spot on the floor. He was really the catalyst for what was a really efficient offense for the Hawks.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Atlanta.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And also, their second chance points have been a story all night as well. That's just pure effort and hustle.
Portis, he's checked in for Chicago. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Thabo Sefolosha has checked in for Kent Bazemore. That one is no good.
Jeff Teague, a real speed merchant. I mean, very tough to stay in front of. He can put you on skates, blow by, and get right to the rim.
There's the feed to Chandler. Cannot hit. Great D that time from Teague. The Hawks leading by 5. Sefolosha passes to Horford, and the shot is good.
You know, that's a case there, Kevin, of him making a pass to a spot, and then he let his teammate run right into it. Well executed.
And guys, Jeff Teague, an attack guard. He's just an average three-point shooter, but he gets to the free throw line in bunches, shoots at a high percentage, and has really revolved, I think, into one of the elite point guards in the league.
Kicks it to Korver. Rose against Teague. And there's Horford. That's good on the assist by Teague. Horford's got the lead up to 7 now for Atlanta.
Wow, he is lighting it up here in the second half.
Chandler kicks to Rose. Rose double teamed. Pass to Portis from downtown. And that one's good.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella.
Teague against Rose. And Teague, here we go. And the Hawks getting another basket right there.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
The Bulls have gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Portis. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Outside Butler. The shot by Chandler, wide open. That 3 off the mark.
He's not exactly striping them from deep. He had 1 3-ball in the first half. Still bageled in the second.
Sefolosha kicks to Millsap. Chandler with the block. Left side, Butler shoots from 12. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Teague kicks to Sefolosha. That's good, and so Teague with the assist. And it's an 8-point Hawks lead.
They've been getting it inside at every opportunity, and
yeah, that's a winning formula as far as I'm concerned. They've been the aggressors and far more assertive on the offensive end.
The Hawks making a switch here. Schroeder's checked in. Chicago has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. And Gasol, here we go. And that one's good.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Atlanta leading by 6. Schroeder kicks to Millsap. Now here is Sefolosha. Defense right on him. Millsap left side. That misses off the backboard. And Chicago shooting a pedestrian 36% in the fourth quarter. The offense not doing their best work of late. Chandler with the ball. Now defended by Korver. That's good.
And they'll be counting on even more points from him. That's essential if they're going to pull this game out.
Outside Millsap. Outside Korver. Back to Millsap. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Millsap's got 13 points in the second half. Bulls trail by 6. On the wing, Chandler puts up a 3. That's his 6th field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second three of the game.
Chandler against Korver. He dishes it to Horford. Back to Korver. It's tipped. Chandler with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got his 5th assist in this one.
He's having quite the quarter here, guys. I mean, shooting the ball extremely well.
Schroeder kicks to Horford. He feeds it to Sefolosha. There's a good screen. Schroeder with the ball. And Rose picks him up defensively. Down low, Horford. Score the basket, his 8th. 8 for 13 from the floor.
Nothing too fancy, just simple execution. That's getting the job done when they need to make every possession count.
Completely agree with that, Clark. They need stops and really can't afford any wasted possessions. Those inside shots are nice, high-percentage looks.
Right back to the basics there, using the one-hand slam for that one.
Doesn't he make the basics look pretty exceptional?
Yeah, he does. They look sweet when he does them.
And he better stay with those basics because this game is still yet to be determined.
Chicago's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Shots good by Butler.
You know, one aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
And that kind of flow can be elusive, but the great offenses have it, and that's just what they've shown here tonight.
Here's Millsap, and he comes off the screen to bury the jump shot. Millsap's got 4 points this quarter. And guys, here in the 4th quarter, still a close game.
Yeah, and actually still too close to call. I mean, this one is tight.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the last shot.
Outside Rose. Shot clock at 6. It's stolen by Korver. 4-on-3 break. And there's Millsap. That's good on the assist by Korver. And now a 3-point Hawks lead.
They haven't been as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. They're playing smart with the lead. I like that. They're being very selective and deliberate in their offense. And that's a good strategy when you're on top.
It's out of bounds. Last touch by Korver. And here's Chandler from the arc. And the Bulls get it back. The shot by Butler, nobody around.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
And here's Korver from the arc. Chicago grabs the miss. The dish to Butler. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Rose passes to Chandler. Here's Portis. 6 on the shot clock. And the pass to Gasol. It's stolen by Schroeder. Millsap left side. Feeds to Schroeder. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Horford kicks to Sefolosha. Passes it to Schroeder. He wants to get to Millsap and does. Second chance shot. Gasol with the rebound.
Now, nice work there to contest the finish inside.
You know, they got the shot they wanted, but his defense, deterred them from those plans.
Atlanta calls timeout. They're up by 3. 6 seconds left in the 4th quarter. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
You had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what, Greg? Who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late game free throws are a lot different than early game free throws in terms of making.
And an intentional foul right there. So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And he is unable to get the second one. Here's Butler off the mark. And so it's the Hawks who come out on top. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Gentlemen, I'm here with Paul Millsap. And Paul, in a game that had its ups and downs, what does it feel like to come out on the winning end of it?
Man, we're just glad we won this game, man. We started off a little sluggish. We started to get our rhythm, get the tempo up, and somehow managed to get this win.
Great win fighting through adversity early. Guys, back to you.
All right, Doris, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. Now time to head over to the studio where the award-winning Ernie Johnson is with Shaq and Kenny, all standing by. Guys, take it away.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Welcome back, everybody. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaq and the Jet as we present our Jordan Player of the Game, Paul Millsap. He had an outstanding third quarter. Whatever they needed in terms of energy and offense, he was the firepower that propelled them during the second half.
Boom, boom, boom. That's right, Ernie. Instruments. This guy was instrumental tonight in making sure they avoided a second straight loss. They needed somebody to step up tonight, and he was their guy.
You gotta love Paul Millsap showing us all of what he's capable of. He's tough to guard. He's got a tremendous combination of an inside and an outside game. He can really do it all. He'll get you points at the rim, and he can knock down a mid-range jump shot, whatever it takes.
And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show. For me and Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.